Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to show you the legendary Toyota Land Cruiser, which will be featured exclusively on Driving Sports TV in 2024. Toyota's Land Cruiser is a phenomenon around the world. It is synonymous with toughness and capability whether you choose the full-size 200 or the compact Prado here in America. However, Toyota has been very sparing with the trims it has offered thus far. The last time you could buy one stateside was 2021, and the only way you could get it was a fully equipped full-size 200S for around $90,000. It had an 8-speed automatic transmission, a center-locking differential, and a torsion-based four-wheel drive system that distributed power to all four wheels. As a result, it was expensive to purchase and consumed fuel similarly to how much coffee I consume. It seems that American consumers simply lack the need for such a large Land Cruiser, preferring the smaller and less expensive models instead. Prior to the Lexus GX or before the Lexus version of here we are in 2023 and Toyota has announced the all-new 2024 Land Cruiser. In terms of design, this is not what I was expecting. It's a lot more like the FJ than the Land Cruiser that just left our shores. I mean the Land Cruiser Series 200 that was big and round, and it's got edgy looks. And it's got cool headlights. So here we are in 2023 and Toyota has announced the all-new 2024 Land Cruiser. In terms of design, this is the flip-up glass. Is great for loading items without them falling out if you're trying to access equipment when you're on a hill. And at this trim level, there's a power lift gate. One thing you'll notice here is that while we do have a flat floor, it is rather high. This is because this is a hybrid and they needed a place to put the batteries, and they're right there. But you do get a full-size spare. Naturally, you'll need to install crossbars and a roof rack, but there is plenty of space on top for doing so. I can't wait to see this thing set up for serious overtaking. The Michelin LTX trail tires on this trim level will launch at launch, and since they are primarily all-season, they are a 265/70 R18. I like the wheel design the tires could give or take. I am a little concerned about having a black lacquered wheel though because this is going to scratch something fierce. I love the fact that we have a step here so you can easily get your equipment in the back. It's a nice touch. Now you'll notice the door pull. It does have a sensor for the lock, but it also actually has a traditional key, so if you like to use a key knock yourself out, yes, it's coming to America. And this time Toyota has made it a lot more palatable. It's going to start in the mid-$50,000 range, so you're probably wondering what kind of a Land Cruiser do you get for around $50,000. Well, that's this one here. See, it has smaller wheels, doesn't have all of the leather interior bits, doesn't have the surround view camera systems. It is the bargain basement version, but do note even this one comes with the torsion center differential and a locking rear. So that's pretty awesome. On the inside, this is definitely a downgrade over the top trim in terms of the crucial features. You do get a center locking diff here for that torsion center, a rear locker for high, for low. It is full-time four-wheel drive, and then you also get crawl control with hill descent, but you do not have gyroscopes. You also get fabric seats with manual adjustments, remember those, and a smaller digital display up front, but it is digital and it provides lots of good info. And then the infotainment is also a much at this price point, which is again somewhere in the $50,000 region. This vehicle even comes fully equipped with Toyota Safety Sense 3.0. It has adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring, collision mitigation, and a rear view camera, but lacks surround view, like the other vehicle. This one is a hybrid, so you do have batteries under here that lift the floor, but it is fairly flat, so that's good. Of course, you get a full-size spare underneath just like the other one. There are also plenty of other things you get on the inside here. I like that even on the base trim you still get the pop-up glass in the back, which I love. However, you don't get the power lift gate, which I'm actually okay with because power lift, these are actually much smaller. They're a 245/70 R18, and again you get black painted wheels which will scratch like mats, so if you do plan on going off-road I do suggest getting it totally different wheel and tire package. If you think this looks a little familiar, it's probably because it shares quite a lot with the Lexus GX 550 that was unveiled just last month. This smaller package will make it a lot better for tight trails compared to the larger global Land Cruiser 300 series based on Toyota's global truck platform. The new Land Cruiser is still designed to be an unstoppable force ready to tackle the harshest of environments. At launch, there will be 3 trims, all with a single powertrain: the iForce Max hybrid system with a 2.4-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. This produces a peak 326 horsepower and 465 pound-feet of torque. That's half the cylinders of the outgoing 200 series and more power across the board, and they didn't cheap out on the good stuff. No matter what trim you get, it has full-time 4-wheel drive with a torsion center differential that is lockable. It also has a rear locking differential. Many people use their Land Cruisers for towing, and this one does have a tow hitch back here, so that's a win. I also like that it has a cover so you don't have to look at it all the time, because this is a smaller Land Cruiser. Towing capacity has also been reduced now. It peaks out at 6,000 pounds on the inside, is kind of what you expect. And this is very similar to other modern Toyota vehicles. You get the widescreen display featuring the latest in Toyota technology. In addition to the 2 trims that we examined today, the Land Cruiser also comes with crawl control, a center locking torsion differential, and a rear locker. There is also no 2-wheel drive option, for high, for low, and a button that can be used to disconnect the sway bar. Overall, it has everything you need, and I have to admit, it looks pretty cool. I can't wait to drive this thing. According to my speculation, the brand new 4Runner, which should be unveiled soon, will be based on the same Land Cruiser Prado platform rather than a full-time 4-wheel drive system. It will also have rock sliders and a particular interior treatment. There will likely be a non-hybrid version of the 4Runner as well, giving you an entry-level price much lower than the Land Cruiser, and of course I think there will be a 4Runner TRD Pro. I think feature-wise it'll still have the same part-time 4-wheel drive system that you see in the Toyota Tacoma. Toyota is all about that these days. Of course, I think there will be a 4Runner TRD Pro. Comment below with your thoughts on whether this is the Land Cruiser you've been waiting for. Driving Sports TV. I'm Ryan Douthit, and I appreciate you watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe to, and share the videos we make for you.